This is America, and ever since your mother suffered excruciating pain pushing you out of her birth canal, you've done what all Americans do. Push boundaries. So why play it safe when it comes to your fireworks? This Independence Day, shop Shroom Eternal for all your firework needs. It's the only American brand pushing the boundary on how far our boundaries can be pushed. Every 4th of July, that dickhead Terry from across the street can't help but brag about the show he's gonna put on for the whole neighborhood.
It's no big deal. Business has been so good this year. I can claim it. This is just a small.
Just download the app, sign the waiver, build a bunker, and submit your order. Within 12 hours, you will have the firework to end all fireworks. Shroom Eternal. End the hesitation. End the competition. End it all.
Was that really loud? I'm sorry.
Yeah, it felt pretty loud, but you know, it happens.
It's all good.
Doo-doo on yourself. Doo-doo on yourself. Doo-doo on yourself.
When you go to hell, you do on yourself. When
Yeah.
you're out of hell, you do on yourself.
That's the first thing I'm doing. Yeah. You just get thrown into a pit of hell, especially when the last thing you remember is like you were just okay,
Yeah.
and then you just know you just like.
I don't
blink
know
and-
if you know you were okay.
Well, he
was set on
he
fire.
blanked out the
I mean, true.
yeah, the getting set on fire part.
Yeah. Which, I mean, that's pretty traumatic, probably for the best. Especially if it's Martin Sheen that lights you on fire
Yeah.
with a poor dye job.
He looked like he could have played Solid Snake.
Whoa, but he would just need to be what, like 2 feet taller?
Yeah, if he was taller.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
just
how
when, it was just in that when he had that like suit on.
Yeah, the special ops outfit. Yeah.
I was like, if they gave him a bandana, he kind of looked like Solid Snake.
Yeah.
Oh, he's 5'7".
Big Papa, Big Boss. What do they call
Yeah,
him?
Big Boss.
Big Boss. Okay. I was just this is a whole different podcast. Never knew like until what year are we in? Maybe like 2024, 23 that he was Big Boss.
Oh
I just always thought he was just Solid Snake. But I guess that he's like two names.
no,
He
So-
is just Big Boss.
so Big Boss is the original character that exists in that universe.
Oh, okay.
He is he's like the mercenary. Now, obviously, in Metal Gear Solid 3, we learned that he learned from another, like the mother of mercenaries, aka the boss. Now, at some point in time, his DNA is extracted and then placed into Ava, who's also in Metal Gear Solid 3, and she gives birth to triplets. And those triplets are Solid Snake, Liquid Snake, and Solidus Snake. Now, Solidus Snake, I don't actually think was born of Ava. I think he was like just a pure clone.
Well,
But the twins, Solid Snake and Liquid Snake, were born from Ava, and that's why. Now, Liquid Snake doesn't in Metal Gear Solid 1 doesn't look like
Big Boss?
Solid Snake. He doesn't look
Solid
like Big Boss because he changes his appearance to not look so much like. But they are twins, so they are supposed to kind of look like both look like Big Boss.
and that's crazy to me.
Now, before Metal Gear Solid, there's the Metal Gear games in which you play as Solid Snake, and in both situations you're taking on Big Boss in Zanzibar Land in the first game and in Outer Haven in the second game, I believe.
Okay. So I think that's probably where I get confused. But the only touch point I have is I think it was maybe like a PS3 game, but like one of the bosses says like, "Show me your rage."
The Fury.
There you go.
Yes.
That's all I got. That's
Show me your moves.
Pretty much.
Show me your moves.
Come on.
Camel.
Shout out Melee. It's a great game.
So, Metal Gear Solid Pod over.
Let's all go to the movie.
Panharmonicon presents a podcast.
You are the dead man.
See you in hell, Al.
Yep.
Welcome to the Real Pod, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Panharmonicon Studios Presents.
A solid movie podcast.
Yeah. And then roughly cape noises.
Today we will be going over Todd McFarlane's Wet Dream, a.k.a.
Whoa. Michael J. White?
Michael J. White's... Well, I shouldn't say Michael J.
Every
White's.
man's wet dream.
But Michael J. White starring in Spawn, the movie. Not the animated movie, the
movie, the
actual
comic
movie.
book.
Yes.
Did they do an animated movie or did they just have a TV show?
They did both a movie and an animated
Okay.
TV show.
Yeah, I
Triple and
enjoyed
O.
the TV show, the TV cartoon.
Yeah, it was on HBO?
Yep.
Classic. Well, is he DC or is he
Image.
more?
So
Whoa.
that's a whole other thing.
Independent.
But
shnikes.
in the early
Okay.
90s, a number of the top creatives at Marvel didn't feel they were getting their real due.
Gotcha.
So they split and they created their own comic
Studio
company
with Blackjack and
known as
Hookers.
Image Comics. You had Todd McFarlane, who had been big at that time for Spider-Man. You had Rob Liefeld, creator of Deadpool. He had been doing X-Force at that time, I believe. And you had Jim Lee, now currently the head of DC. But back then he was the X-Men artist, working with Chris Claremont. There's a couple other dudes. I don't know their names. I'm not the history buff of comics. That'd probably be Comics Explained. But they created a shared universe within their thing.
Oh.
And as a result, they blew up. Image was like the thing because they were the, like, essentially, I mean, there was Image, there was Dark Horse, Dwayne McDuffie's Milestone. There were a bunch of different independent comic people, but like Image was the one because it had all the great artists from Marvel.
Yeah.
And they were getting to do like their own thing. Spawn was like the shit because he was this like, oh, he's so edgy. How can my Gen X like teenage mind just be overwhelmed with this awesomeness of this edgy edgelord of chains and whips and guns and flowing capes, and he looks like an edgy Spider-Man because he's got the eye things. And then on the other side, you're like, but he's also cool because he was a black dude who got burned alive, and so he was like he was like the face of Image.
Oh, wow.
So of course they were gonna make a movie of him. They wanted to make one since apparently he had first come out. But before that's the talk before we get into the movie itself. But before we do, gentlemen, how have you been?
Been good. I think I probably should have said this last week, but I am now 30. 30.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm a big boy now.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome
It's great.
to the end.
Yep.
It's the beginning, really.
Yeah, no, it's adulthood.
I don't think that people. I think that your 20s are treated, at least as I remember as a teen. Like as I got older, I thought 20s was like, oh, I'm truly an adult. I feel like your 20s really needs to be sort of like recategorized as you are still a child. I don't mean that
No,
offensively
I mean,
as
yeah.
you just turned 30.
No,
but
because
it's just
you're figuring stuff out still.
Yeah,
like
dude.
it's like
Yes.
you don't automatically know how to do your taxes and like best way to budget and oh, I gotta eat and also do my job and then also like still have hobbies so I don't want to just not live anymore. I was trying to be coy about it, but so yeah, and it's bizarre. It is very strange to just be like, oh, you know, you're a full-fledged adult. Make all these choices that affect you for the rest of your life.
They tell you that at 18.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you can apply for student loans at 18.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
That, like just like you were just like in mandatory school, and now they're telling you can
Borrow.
you can borrow tens of thousands of dollars
More than hundreds, even.
Yeah.
to go to school, and
Yeah.
you can't even guarantee you'll be able to pay it back.
Right? Which is a horrible financial decision for these
Absolutely,
banks.
dude.
For everyone involved. Shout out Reagan, I think, as is tradition.
I want to say words.
Yeah.
I will.
That's why we went with shout out. Highlight Reagan. How about highlight Reagan for
How
that?
do you feel different?
Oh, it's like I was like about Reagan.
Well,
Highlighting instead of shout. No, it's it's one of those same things of just like, oh, you're doing this now, like feeling different. It's like, no, I still gotta put my pants on one leg at a time.
That's true.
So I don't know, it's fun. I'm excited because it's I'm trying to show up for myself. That's my new thing. Trying to show up for myself. So, but yeah, we got to see lesbian penguins at the Newport Aquarium, and that shit was sick. Because they were like really coy about them being lesbians, which was great. Because they're like, oh, we have all these partnered pairs. We have one solo. They're all female. Some places have all males. So I'm like, oh, either way, they're just.
And they could all just be real big chilling.
Yeah, they are.
They
I
could
mean,
all just be a bunch of pairs of friends.
they were roommates. Yeah.
Sex in the City.
Historically, yeah. Yes, that text made me laugh. Just like Sex in the City, but it's penguins. But they were African penguins, so like they had like pictures of like beaches, like a beach, because they were trying to like simulate their like you went to their habitat, like they had a specific habitat like kind of made to have visitors.
Okay.
But yeah, it was kind of like the first thing. It was just like, oh, this is what their natural habitat looks like. Oh, they had like a mural on the wall, and it was just a beach, and we're just like, what? That's Africa? Like that's crazy. So
Is it like South Africa?
yeah, it's like not Cape Horn, but like that like section.
Canada.
Yeah. So I was like, damn, I would love to be a penguin in the beach.
No.
What's that DreamWorks?
Surfs Up,
Not Surf's Up. Is it Surf's
Happy
Up?
Feet.
No, I think it's Surf's Up. The one
The
like
penguins
with the
were
penguins with
surfing?
eyebrows, because they're the.
Oh, those are macaroni penguins, I think. But
Macaroni?
they're macaroni penguins. Rockhopper. I think they're different.
Okay.
This is all just my aquarium knowledge. But yeah, they do. Yeah, it's.
I think
it's
because
Surf's
you
Up.
said Africa, my mind associated Madagascar.
Oh
And
yeah.
then I
Oh,
went-
penguins in Madagascar is a different thing.
That's okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
okay. I knew there were penguins in Madagascar.
Yeah.
Which is that's my favorite part of the Madagascar is the penguins for sure, and pretty good TV show.
Yeah, because that's also like the DreamWorks series.
Yes,
and then it was
DreamWorks,
like, okay,
Yeah.
So there was penguins in
Yep.
Madagascar. Okay, because as soon as you said, I was like, oh, Madagascar. I guess they would have had penguins, but is that south enough to be where the penguins are? But do penguins have to be in super cold water? I don't know. I'm a comic dude, not
Not a penguin
guy.
That's okay. You can contain multitudes though. If you want to be a penguin guy, we would accept
You
you.
can be anything you want to be.
I can't.
It's a big world, man.
BARBIE.
I'm not afraid
girl.
anymore.
But yeah, that was me.
Not afraid.
I'm a big boy.
Yeah. Saw a couple movies. Saw a couple movies. Actually, 2 movies last week. So we saw the Back Rooms.
Oh, was it good?
You know what? And that's actually what I wanted to talk about. Is I love like a movie experience where you talk to people more, and like as you had like it drives conversation. The more conversation you have about it, where it just like it starts to fully congeal into a better understanding of what you just saw. Because admittedly, like, when the credits rolled, and then we sat there and we're just like, what? And it was so strange because just like you said about Steel, like you had mentioned in your review, you know, there were good ideas there. And it is one of those films where it's like, there's good ideas here. You know, there's good ideas here. There's great acting here. Especially, I will butcher his name if I try. The guy who played Baron Mordo, yes. In Doctor Strange, and a whole bunch of other movies. I mean, he was even in, like, I think the first movie I ever saw him in was like Four Brothers with Mark Wahlberg and Tyrese Gibson. He was the villain actually in that movie. Really, he did a hell of a job too. But it was great. But then also it was just like it was like somebody. It felt like somebody took a bunch of boxes that were holding like 1,000-piece like jigsaw puzzles, and then just threw all of those pieces in the air and just say like, hey, make the puzzle, make the image, like, create the image, and it's like, well, these are all different pieces to like different puzzles to different games. But then I had a conversation with a friend of mine there at the gym, and the more we talked about it, and he was throwing things out there that I just hadn't noticed, I was like, oh, then this makes sense, and that means this makes a little bit more sense, and it was just so interesting to me, and it started to, I could feel my Panharmonicons like slightly start to increase, and I'm like, oh man, this is going up. And then Scary Movie, which was Scary Movie. It's just what you would expect, albeit probably a little bit worse than maybe what you would expect. It was fun, I think, because I don't think I've ever seen a Scary Movie in theaters, because I was too young to go see them when the first two came out.
And then, like, why do you want to see like
caring?
5?
Yeah,
right.
Exactly. And so, yeah, pretty sure that was the first one in there, and it was just like one of the most abrupt endings I think that I have seen in a film in a very long time, to the point where I was legitimately confused of like, that's it? Like, that's how you decide to like walk away from this? Interesting. I wouldn't have made that choice, but okay. But yeah, just been good to get out to the movies, see some things, man, and I mean, there's a lot of stuff coming out this summer. Still would need to see Masters of the Universe. If anybody's interested, I'm thinking about seeing The Furious this weekend, which is like, if you've ever seen like The Raid Redemption or any of the Raid movies, I guess it's kind of in that same vein. It features, I think, Joe Taslim, if I'm not hopefully pronouncing his name correctly, who plays Sub-Zero in the Mortal Kombat movie. As well, he was also actually in The Raid, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
And I actually am pretty excited because when I watched the trailer again, I noticed that the Mad Dog from the first Raid movie, when they did the raid in the apartment building, he and that Mad Dog had a fight in that movie. And that same guy is in this movie, and they have a fight again. And I'm just like, oh, dude, I hope it works out. But yeah, that's on my mind.
Very upset that movie is having such a limited release.
Yeah, it's in Newport. I saw that it's only showing in Newport.
I didn't even see it at Newport. It didn't show up as the closest to me. The closest one it showed to me was the one in Deerfield.
Interesting. Whoa. Yeah, for me it showed Newport. Yeah.
So I was very upset about that.
Yeah.
Because usually, I mean, like the Cinemark typically gets like even just like really esoteric stuff. So I thought like if anybody was gonna get it, then you would think that there would be something like Ludlow would get it. But I mean, I still want to go see it.
Yeah. It's it is interesting because the Cinemark in Milford is playing it. I don't know why that Cinemark is playing it, but then not the Cinemark in Oakley.
Yeah. I also saw those two movies. Backrooms for me is still kind of like up in the air. I think I still stand by my belief that it's made under the idea that you need to watch it multiple times. But I also think my issue is that I didn't watch any of Parsons' like actual like YouTube content, and part of me kind of thinks you need to in order to like actually understand what he was going for, because I think as a standalone movie that doesn't explain itself well enough. As for Scary Movie, you're correct. It was a scary movie. Unfortunately, it was a scary movie in 2026 and not a scary movie in 2006. But enjoyed both movies. Like you said, fun to get out. What I've been up to, other than Destiny, started playing Grounded.
Whoa, okay.
And would love to play with you guys if you end up picking it up.
Yeah.
Oh, so this one's multiplayer.
Yeah.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
It's basically Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, the video game. So you're a kid that's been shrunk down and you're in a backyard and you need to eventually get out of it. Survival sandbox. I'm going to add horror to that.
That's true.
Because
arachnophobia.
I'm glad I don't have like serious arachnophobia.
Yeah.
And I thought it was kind of crazy because the game tells you multiple
Big
times
bugs.
as you're like starting it, like they're like, "Do you want to mess with the accessibility?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm good." And they're like, "Are you sure you don't want to mess with the arachnophobia?" Like, because they have an arachnophobia option, which like if you were to turn it on, it changed the spiders into
like a
just
blob,
like blob
or like
shapes.
Yeah.
So that you're not, because the very not the very first, the second insect I ran into was a orb weaver, not an orb weaver junior, a full-sized orb weaver.
Also, very docile spider, just in real life.
Yes.
So,
In this game, no.
yes, everything
In
is
this
gonna
game,
eat you.
it wants to kill you,
Yep.
and it is gigantic. I am now not afraid of it because I can fight it,
Okay, that's good.
but I've now moved on to being deathly afraid of the wolf spider.
Sure. Yeah. But
And the thing is that the game really does not ever want you to feel powerful. So you can just, like, there are tiny little things you can kill, like ants, and don't kill too many ants. Also, don't kill too many spiders.
Are you still bigger? Well, that's another question. Are you still bigger? You're not still bigger than the ants.
You're the size of worker ants.
yes, I was about to say
Okay.
they're like you're not like towering over anything.
You tower over like aphids,
Aphids, yeah.
and I feel like that's the only thing you really tower over. Weevils, boll weevils you also tower over, and those are things that you're supposed to kind of kill to eat. Like I said, you're about the size of a worker ant. Like if it were to stand on its hind legs, you'd probably be like the same height. But because they're on their like legs,
It comes
like
down to,
all
like, your
down, it comes down
waist.
like your waist. Soldier ants, on the other hand, are bigger than you. Spiders are gigantic compared to you. Stink bugs
Oh no.
are mega gigantic.
Oh no.
And then there are bombardier beetles. Locusts, you're bigger than, but they typically try to attack you in like groups. And
Oh my god, they have scorpions?
crap, there are scorpions in the game.
Oh. I'm so sorry, dude. I just Googled it and just started looking at images.
Well, I gotta get prepared for those. So, so you basically want to kind of build a base so that you can like kind of prepare yourself for things and then go out and looking for stuff. You're supposed to be like getting to these like labs that have been placed in the backyard so that you can get all the pieces kind of necessary to get yourself big again. Because you're this tiny little human, and most of the animals can either sense you or see you or do something around you that you can't tell yet, they can attack you very quickly before you realize what's happening. So I was just playing a little bit last night, and I was headed to this area. Like I was going past, I walked past the juice box, and I was going to this area, and I saw a locust, and I knew I was like, I need some locust parts to build something to get this sword that I wanted to make. So I was like, I'm gonna kill this locust real quick.
Okay.
So I was going towards the thing, and then I started getting attacked by some like little mites. So I killed the mites, and I was like, all right, let me get back to this locust. The locust was gone, and I was like, where'd the locust go? And then I heard, and I was like, what is that? The wolf spider was on me so fast that the little thing that tells you threat
Yeah,
they
like
did
inbound
not
or
even
what?
get to pop up. I was just like, what is that? And I was like, well, I'm dead. And
Yeah.
when you die, you drop your stuff that isn't like your weapons and stuff. So I had to go all the way back from my base, which is I left that thing at like the beginning starting area because I was like, I'm gonna keep wanting to go back there.
Yeah.
And I had to travel, and because you're tiny, it takes a while for you to get
Where you wanna go.
the places.
Yeah.
It's very fun, and I love to play multiplayer because I do get. I actually and you know because we play Outlast, I don't really get scared at video games too much. That actually, I almost dropped the controller because I wasn't expecting it.
Sure. Yeah.
Like apparently, wolf spiders really are active in the game at night, and I wasn't thinking too much about that because I had been past that area before in the daytime, and it wasn't around.
Fine. Yeah.
So I was there again, and I was just like,
this
and that
place is safe.
thing scared the crap out of me.
How violent is you getting captured? Is it like
Oh,
I
know,
capture
like-
you and then it just kind of cuts and then it's
Yeah, I think
game
it's
over?
like E. Like it's
Like basically, like if you get like if it hits you or kills you or anything like that, you just kind of like fly back, and it's like all right,
yeah.
fade to black. You
Right.
start back
So
up
it's
again.
not.
It's not like it's just like
You get
tearing
eaten.
you apart.
Okay. Yeah, and then it has like a game over screen where it's just like this kid's body hanging upside down.
Yeah,
from a
getting
spike.
sucked on,
Yeah.
but yeah, no.
Sucked
Be a
That is
smoothie
gross,
for, but yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
dude.
it looks very fun. I just never picked it up, but yeah, I would love to.
Yeah, it's
Game with the
definitely
wolf.
Is it
fun.
cross-platform?
Yeah,
Oh.
There we go.
Oh.
There we go. Ring ding ding.
yeah.
Ring ding dong, ring a ding 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 dong.
Keep
What's the
them heads
game called?
ringing.
Hey Dame, sitting over there.
Grounded.
I know you got a movie that we just need to not
Oh.
know.
Brain teaser, not grounded. So sorry. What? You asked what the game.
You
was
said
called.
you said what the game is called, and
And
you
I
thought
was
you were
like,
still talking about
Grounded.
Grounded, so he's like Grounded, but you were talking about the brain too.
Oh
Brain
yes,
teaser.
yeah. Oh sorry.
You were trying to transition. You were trying to do the right thing. And I was like, we just said it. It was grounded. Come on, fam.
Stupid.
Put your listening ears on, man.
Come on.
The homie was talking.
Yes, sir.
Brain teaser.
It is a brain teaser time.
Brain teaser.
When we do brain teasers, what we are doing is Damon pulls a. No, it isn't a Damon original
that
this
was
time.
Damon original.
Damon pulls a badly explained film plot from the subreddit of the similar name, gives it to Andrew and Farron, and sees if they can figure it out.
Yes.
Last week they stumbled a little bit, but
Big L.
I don't think you will stumble today.
Okay. You do say that a lot, though. Not to be a negative.
Yeah,
Nancy.
usually when I say it, you guys get it. Actually,
Oh, okay.
it's usually when I'm like, I don't think you guys are gonna get this one. That you're like,
Yeah, it's a 1955 French film.
But a dog.
But in today's movie, the simple act of trying to impress a woman has far-reaching effects, including a cultural revolution and a government coup.
Across the universe.
What? Oh, no.
The Interview.
No.
Results in a coup.
Results in a government coup.
Because they're trying to impress a woman.
Yes.
Road to El Dorado.
Era.
1990s.
Genre, please.
Animated family comedy.
Animated. Oh no. Ants.
Wow, that sniped it. Okay.
You know what's wild is that you chose Ants and not A Bug's Life.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
A Bug's
I'm-
Life doesn't have a coup, right? It's Ants is the one that's
I don't know
politically
that.
They take over.
is very-
They take over from the grasshoppers
right. Yeah, in Ants, not Bugs Life.
and A Bug's Life.
Oh, it's
They're almost the exact
the
same
same
movie.
movie.
They're just put out by two different companies.
Honestly, I'm
Bugs Life has more bugs.
I'm an ants guy. Me and my sister, we are.
Were you an
we
Ants
are
family or were
ants.
you a Bugs Life?
Yeah,
family?
yeah. That's how you know you're gonna get like. Are we gonna mesh?
I was gonna say they actually gave us hints in this one, and the last hint was going to be a movie with a similar premise. It was released 1 month later after this one.
Wow. Oh,
Oh,
Ants
wow,
is
they
the
were that
original.
close?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dang, dude. Yeah, I love.
This was
ants,
during
man.
that period of time when DreamWorks would put out like a movie like almost at the exact same time as like Pixar and try to make them like similar.
Yeah.
Like, because they were just trying to compete. Katzenberg was trying to compete with Eisner, and so they were just like there was like a string of them where they would just do that. But yep, see,
There
I
we go.
said that you would get it.
Oh,
Look at
You
that.
got it. I didn't even have to give a hint beyond the fact that it was the 90s and animated.
Anytime it's animated, we're like, okay, we got this is.
I did see y'all light up. Y'all like animated. Okay, I think I
Activate.
oh, dude, yeah, that's a great movie.
I think it was Ants, but fun fact about my sister, she had a birthday party at the movie theater for Ants.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was a Bugs Life person.
There you go.
I actually like both of them, but I just like the art style that.
Bugs Life was like
had.
brighter and like rounded, like more rounded edges, where Ants was kind of angular and brown.
it does
I think
kind
it
of
was
suck
the
that Woody
brownness,
Allen is
so-
like,
Yeah.
in the movie, but
The what?
it sucks that like because I prefer Ants over A Bug's Life, but it sucks that like Ants has Woody Allen. And just given what Woody Allen's not exactly the spitting image of a guy you want to
Emulate.
admire and
Right.
be inspired by in your life.
I
I mean,
he's
he's
a crazy cast.
filmmaker, but
Jesus.
yeah, Ants, yeah, Sylvester
Woody
Stallone,
Allen, Sharon
Jennifer
Stone,
Lopez,
Sylvester Stallone, Jennifer Lopez, Gene
J-Lo.
Hackman,
Wow.
Danny
Christopher
Glover, Christopher Walken.
yeah.
Who was the Hopper?
I don't remember there being grasshoppers in this.
That's
in
Bugs
the
Life.
Ants.
The Locust. Who was the leader of the?
Dan Aykroyd was in this movie too.
What is his name?
Oh yeah, he was like the army leader, I think, or like one of the captains or something.
The main bad guy who was.
In Ants,
Yeah.
Ants.
I think the main bad guy
Is,
turns out to be Gene
Gene
Hackman's
Hackman,
character.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I think Christopher Walken plays like the flying ant in the movie.
Colonel
With
Cutter.
wings, yeah.
Cutter. That was Christopher Walken. Maybe
I
I'm
know
putting
you must
Bugs
be
Life
very
in-
hungry, and if we go out and fight termites, it might be the end of all of our ant society.
I might be putting Bugs Life and Ants together. Anywho.
It can happen.
ants. But there we go. A W.
Mm-hmm.
Good job,
W
sir.
on the board. Let us
Broke our
know if you've been
streak.
keeping score at home, if
I
they're
need to
up
go
or
back,
down.
yeah.
But with that, we now move on to our feature presentation.
with a little bit of that feature presentation sauce.
And now we're pleased to bring you our feature presentation.
So, today is
I was just like the intro because what is? Let's just put generic rock.
Yeah.
oh dude, yeah,
kinda
with like
like-
the flames coming up and
The visuals in this movie were so tough to look at. I'm
Oh,
gonna be
yeah.
honest. So much red that like my eyes hurt.
so much green screen, so
Yeah.
much, but almost like this is the first time they've ever used it, and they were like, man, we can do what
Let's do it all.
all the time. Spawn.
Spawn.
So in Spawn, covert government assassin Al Simmons, played by Michael Jai White, is killed after being double-crossed by his boss, Jason Wynn, played by Martin Sheen. Upon arriving in Hell, Simmons is offered an opportunity to return to Earth if he's willing to lead an evil army. He accepts and is reincarnated as a Hellspawn, a twisted, horribly disfigured version of his former self. However, Spawn serves as a force of good, much to the dismay of the Devil's Henchman, a wicked clown played by John Leguizamo.
So there was no. I was really surprised there was no like return, like a no backup plan. I guess for the devil of like if you don't kill this guy, then you come back to hell.
Yeah.
Because it was pretty much just like, oh, I don't do this. I'm chilling on Earth now. So it's like, what? Why can we not just drag him back to hell? Aren't you the devil? So
I think we'll get to that part because I think there's
Spawn 2.
It's kind of like, at least in the story of Spawn, that I'm like, there's always sort of a circle back to that trying to happen again.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's just like definitely.
What?
And I did read that they did want to do a Spawn 2 and 3. Actually, that were supposed to come out in 98 and 99.
Whoa.
You know, like consecutively, but it just developed
through.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised they thought they could do year turnarounds on this. But anyway, released August 1st of 1997, 2 weeks before Steel, with a budget of $40 million.
Ooh.
And a box office of $54.8 million.
Okay.
First
we're in the
movie this
green.
month that made, that made its money.
Yep.
17% versus 37%. Critics versus audience. It's Rotten Tomatoes.
Still made money.
5.2 out of 10 on IMDb and a 2.2 out of 5 at Letterboxd. So if you watched last week's episode, you'll know all the movies that were out around this time. This movie was, as I said before, third for the month of August. However, it actually debuted on its weekend at second.
Beat out by...
what was the first movie from last week? Air Force One.
Okay.
Air Force One, okay.
And
Harrison Ford, Air Force One?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So,
Is that where the shoes? Or is it like just the general Air Force One?
well, the movie was about the plane.
The plane? Oh, okay. So not the shoes.
Harrison Ford developed Air Force One, y'all.
He worked at Nike.
But so number two when it came out, and then disappeared by September. So I went back into it, and its second week it went to third. Its fourth week it went to sixth, and then disappeared at the end of August.
Whoa.
Interesting.
Dropped out of the top 50? Is that the number? Or
It dropped out of the top 20.
top 20, okay.
So
but
it could have been
was,
between 20 and 50.
30?
I'm not sure, but it got third overall for the month of August.
Yeah.
Um,
Really hot start, I guess.
yeah, it had a really big opening, and then
Yeah.
it just petered out like kind of crazy afterwards.
I know money from my family would have gone towards it. I remember seeing this one in theaters.
Yeah?
I
There
did
you
not
go.
see this one in theaters.
I was really excited for it. I never read Spawn comics, honestly, as a kid. And I started to, because it's much more mature, then I started to get more into it, or at least learn more about it as I got older. But I think it was really the design of Spawn. And I think you hit the nail on the head earlier when you talked about Spider-Man, like an edgy Spider-Man, and you know the way that the face, his mask is designed, it definitely gives that feel of
Like the symbiote.
yeah.
Would you, if you were a fan of Spawn, are you a Spawner? Would you be a Spawn head? Do we know what the fandom is called?
No, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I was actually trying to think, like, do they have one? Because, I mean, there are a lot of Spawn fans. I would maybe say, like, Spawn heads.
Spawn heads.
Hell Spawns. I don't know.
Oh, that's fun.
Actually, yeah, that works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
straight up.
I'm sure Todd McFarlane actually has, like, a name for him. Todd McFarlane is very
Involved.
extremely involved.
Okay.
I know it is his creation and all, but, like, you don't even see, like, other comic book
Going,
artists
doing what he does.
Like, if I asked Jim Lee about, like, Wildcats today, he'd be like, I mean, yeah. But if I asked Todd about Spawn, oh, you best believe he's got some things to say about Spawn. I wrote immediately, actually, that it's so odd that two films about black superheroes, mainstream comic heroes at that, will come out in the same month of the same year and be so tonally different.
Yeah.
Like, these movies
Completely different.
opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
180 for sure.
110%, man. 110%. I also thought it was interesting as I was watching the movie, and I did find a note about this when I was just doing like some light research in the movie, but the fact that John Leguizamo is seemingly billed ahead of Michael Jai White, because when the credits roll, his name comes up before Michael Jai White, and it actually there was I guess a comment made, and I guess it was actually a production issue. Like it was an issue with.
Oh.
Yeah, and I don't know how you make a mistake like that. Like who's editing the intro, and it was like I think some guy named John Leguizamo goes first, and then you just put him up there. He got first billing, but wasn't
John Leguizamo the bigger?
He was the bigger name at the
time.
Yeah, but I do still think that it was, at least what I read was it was accidental. But I also bring that up because as I was watching the movie, it's like, man, as weird as it sounds, he killed it, dude. Like John Leguizamo is one of those actors who I just feel like I just do not see enough of. But when I do see him, I always appreciate that he's there in this film. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think about even a movie that's not that great, like the Super Mario Brothers movie, which has that charm. And like, I do enjoy me some John Leguizamo
the live action
as Luigi. One? Yeah, he played Luigi in the live action one that came out in like 92, 91 or 92 or something like that.
Wow.
Were you saying you enjoyed that movie?
I think as a kid, I enjoyed that movie. Yeah, definitely as a kid, I enjoyed that movie. But I just enjoy John Leguizamo's performances and how he acts. Especially, it just seems like this role was one that he had like I wonder how much was him and how much was just the script of the things that he would say and do. He just had me cracking up at so many points. Seeing this movie.
I just kept wondering if they just had really wanted Danny DeVito.
Yeah, that's fair.
And said, well, we couldn't get him, so you got to act like Danny DeVito.
Actually, Danny DeVito, that would have worked.
Is he normally that crass? Like, is that like in the?
I mean, I guess when you think about like
90s?
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I mean, he becomes.
I
don't know if he was that way in the 90s. I can't think of too many films that would have.
I just don't in my brain. I can't see Danny DeVito. Just like farting twice and being like twins. So that was just my question.
I think he probably would not have done that. They probably cut that part out.
Yeah, okay. That wouldn't have been in script.
There's this one part where he's like trying to, I don't know why, he's trying to talk to Al. This is obviously after he's been burned and he's just scarred and everything. And he's in the alley and he's like trying to cheer him up. And he's sitting next to him and he's like, come on. And he just keeps hitting him like on the back and like hitting him on the chest. And the camera keeps cutting. He just keeps doing it. And I'm like, when is this going to stop? And then finally he just throws him away. I don't know why, but that scene, even when I was a kid, I was like, that's fucking hilarious to me. Like he's just such an asshole clown.
Yeah. I mean, that's
Violator.
Right. Yes. Aptly named.
Mm-hmm. Also, speaking of which, I did find out that apparently all of those other names that he lists when he does that scene of "I'm not the Vindicator" are actually, I guess, members of the Devil's like little cohort or something like that. So it's like the Vaporizer, the Vindicator, the Violator, and like a couple others. So, because I always wonder, like, where is he getting these? Is it just because he just needs to come up with V names in that way?
Yeah.
But it actually turns out that those are actual characters. Except for the Vibrator. I think the Vibrator
was a joke.
Yeah. I'm sure down the line somewhere, like Rob Liefeld or somebody created a character named
the Vibrator. I didn't know what that one mean.
I thought it was a back massager.
Another interesting little bit that I learned. Jump with me into a parallel universe. Apparently, Snoop Dogg was originally their first choice.
For Spawn?
Spawn. Before Michael Jai White was cast, the studio put serious consideration into casting, of all people, Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Doggy Dogg. What a different movie we would have.
Oh my goodness. Vastly different.
Be Steel 2.
I don't understand. Like, I mean, no, this is 1997. He wasn't even...
I mean, had he even been in a movie at that point? Like, would that have been his feature film debut?
I'm trying to think. I think that would have been his feature debut.
Because, like, Baby Boy would have come out after.
Yeah.
Bones comes out after.
Mac and Devin Go to High School.
Mac and Devin Go to High School?
Yeah.
What is that?
It's the movie he does with Wiz Khalifa.
Oh, that's right. I just don't understand like what would have
drawn them to Snoop Dogg for Spawn.
I felt for sure you were gonna say Wesley Snipes.
Right, because that makes sense.
Oh, Wesley Snipes would make total sense, and I would not be confused about
or
that.
even like a Denzel.
At
like,
all.
Yeah, for sure.
Also, this is interesting, especially since we just came out of this month recently.
Yeah.
Tim Burton was the original choice to direct this film.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
I could see that.
Yeah. I mean, the
Weird,
Cathedral
twisted.
was kind of Tim Burton-esque.
Yeah.
Like where he kept all his guns.
That's something I had in my notes that I was so confused about, and it reminded me of Steel, of which it's just like, I can't help but wonder, why are these bits of information things that you give to the protagonist so late? And in this particular movie, it was the scene with Cagliostro, and he's trying to tell him, hey, like, stop using these guns. Your suit can do just about anything. It has trillions of connections, and you can just do anything, and all you have to do is kind of like imagine. And so far, you've been using nothing but reflex to use these abilities, but just focus. And then he goes through this very quick little training using the spikes, and then right after that, he says, "Hey, if you use it too much, you'll die.
You drain them.
Then let me use my guns." Why would you?
So back to the first card? I'll just blow them up.
You know, it's so weird because I was actually like looking up information on Cog as that scene was happening. And then, like, I just read the part where it said he only has, like, one thing of ectoplasmic, like, energy power left, and he's not using it. Like, in the comic books, he's like, he's not using it because if he does, he'll die.
There we
like,
go.
Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if that'll pop up. And then he's like, if you use too much of your power, I was like, oh.
Well, there we
Well,
go.
that was interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like, that's not really a throwaway thing that
You gotta lead with that.
Yeah, dude, absolutely. Absolutely.
But I did wonder why Cagliostro only did the little bit of this, like, just the sword. And I was like, why not do the armor, dude?
I also like how it would just, like, pop out. Like,
Yeah.
like he was, like, upset or something.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then just kind of like,
It was
stuff it back in my coat.
Yeah. Which is another one of those things where, like I mentioned in Steel, it's so awkward because you can tell that that's purely done just to give the
Stakes.
audience.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like, it's not anything, because it doesn't make sense in the context of the film for him to have just randomly popped his sword arm out like that. Like, and because in certain moments, it's not like Al was saying anything to him that would have warranted being like, "Hey, I'm prepared to kill you right now." And in a moment like that, I can totally understand. Like, if Al was like, "I'm about to kill everybody in this alley," it's over, and then you have your weapon poised, totally makes sense. But Al would be like, "I'm about to go get some Grater's ice cream. You want some?" And then the camera would cut, and the sword would just come back. It's like, dude,
You lactose intolerant? Like, what's up?
I told you.
I'm gonna shit my pants, dude.
You can't control it. It just happens.
Yeah, it's a reflex.
So you mentioned something about like the special effects,
Yeah.
and like that. So yeah, tell me how you feel.
I mean, it was for the time. It was good. I mean, the devil looked like a sock puppet, but I mean, that's just kind of. It was shades of
Weird shades.
the mosquito, not the mosquito, but the Mark Hamill, but not Mark Hamill movie where he turned into the cockroach.
MacGyver.
MacGyver, yes, shades of like the final boss of that one.
Yeah.
But it was just like a lot of reds, and there was just so much movement. I think that was really what it was for me. Because I mean, like the tunnel to hell, that looked cool, like that was sick. But like when they got there, and it was just like almost like those like spouts of fire just kind of going around. I was like, what am I supposed to be like focusing on? Like it was so just kind of overstimulating that I was just like,
Yeah.
the same thing of just like, oh shit, we could just do everything. Let's let it rip, dog.
Just put his like and just go overboard.
Yeah, which I mean it's hell, so like I get it, but like maybe dial it back a little bit. But.
Dial back your browns and
Yeah.
yellows.
Yeah, maybe add some blues in there.
It's just so out of that, what was it, 40 million? I said. Apparently 2/3 of it went to special effects.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Because I mean,
The
it
movie
was
was originally supposed to only be a $20 million movie.
whoa. So they would have.
And they just kept adding special effects, and they were keep they were given money each time.
Yeah.
So they were
Right.
They were to keep adding special effects.
Yeah, because I think they probably could have gotten rid of at least where he did that, like the eye lasers to like kill a good section of the Devil's Army, but then he just like jetpacked out of hell. Like you could have just maybe done away with the eye lasers and just jetpacked out of hell.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, oh shit, he's killing everyone. Like that's crazy. Like Spawn's going crazy, but then I guess he did. Like there was a good chunk of people. I mean, there was a lot of soldiers.
Yeah, he killed a lot of Hellspawns, man. He did. I do find you had mentioned, and I forget. I apologize the exact phrasing that you used, but there was something that you said about like how the movie ended that I've always sort of just have never cared for, and I was thinking about it honestly for a while, just even leading up to that part, even before I saw the movie. I was like, doesn't this movie end with some kind of like weird, almost sort of like Christmas morning gathering of all of these characters in their house? Because to me, it's just so strange that like the little boy from the alley shows up with Spaz. There's Spawn. There's Cagliostro. Jason Wynn is still chilling, just sitting up against the wall.
I love that he was just sitting there
Cyan,
chilling.
yeah,
and then he
dude.
looked like he contemplated leaving for a second.
And he just decided to say, yeah.
If I move, he's probably gonna kill me.
Like, oh, if I stay still, you won't see me like he's a T-Rex or something.
Yeah. He's got to focus on his family. Dude, crazy that I guess that's like for the plot, but just like, because it was 5 years. I guess like 5 years is a long time, but like it seemed like Cyan was seemingly 5 years old. Like she was enough, so it was just like kind of immediate that just like his woman and his friend, like best friend, just kind of immediately got together. I was like, damn, that's crazy.
Wasted no time, dude.
Right,
and she, so much so that he was like, no, they obviously they're in love.
Yeah, right. It's like what we have meant nothing. It was like, wow.
And I suppose there were hints of it, like ever so slight, that at least that would be the direction that they would go. Because when they first show each other in the very beginning, and she pulls up, she's like, "Well, protect him."
Yeah, like have
it's
him
really
back.
his look, Terry's look. It was like this longing, kind of like, "Oh man." And I'm like, "Yeah, she's absolutely a baddie 5000."
Yeah, of course.
However, he's supposed to be your best friend. Like you don't. Come on, dude.
Yeah.
You just you cut it off.
Right, like just be a decent human being.
Yeah.
Speaking of Terry,
Are you okay?
Buster! In either. So Terry's black in the comics.
Oh.
And Titus said, I got something in my eye. Titus said specifically that he was told that they needed to make Terry white because if Terry were black, the studio feared that there would be too many black leads in the movie, and it would make people think that the movie was supposed to be for black people.
That's crazy.
No, that makes sense. No, I
guess.
totally agree with that. Yeah, you definitely don't want that to be a thing, right? God forbid.
We couldn't
God
tell
forbid.
which one was supposed to be Spawn and which one was supposed to be his friend, so...
They all looked alike. Like, what?
Oh shit, they're still married. Nice, they have a kid together.
Okay, interesting.
I thought that was just an
No,
insane
that's-
thing to like be like.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
mean, like,
it's
it
the
was,
same thing,
what,
dude.
97? Is that what...
Good grief, man.
Like I think people would have been okay, and they would still
Yeah.
gone to see
Well,
a movie about Spawn.
yes,
because
that's
if they've been
true.
like, I don't think you watch, or I don't think you're a guy like I need to watch Spawn if like you've not read the comic books,
Right.
or even know about the character.
But
If
then
you know
even-
enough about it that you would be like, yeah.
Right. But even enough to be like, oh, I can't go see it. There's three black people.
There's too many, yeah.
Too many.
I also don't think a black movie would have so much alt rock in it.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, that...
As history goes, the devil is looking for Hellspawn to lead his army.
It felt like when watching Event Horizon, and then like,
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes.
New metal as hell.
you're like, what is happening?
Yeah, man. Like that was
Same month. Wow. Holy shit. A little snippet of the American.
yeah, throw in a little Limp Biscuit and you just.
It's all about the he said, she said, bullshit. Hell yeah.
It's one of those days.
Don't want to wake up.
Get burned in my flesh, and then I go straight to hell. Wake up 5 years later.
Were they married or was it just like a girlfriend boyfriend
I think they
situation?
were, man. I think they
Simmons and Wanda?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were married. Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah.
How do you? Never mind. Going
That
into
would hurt, man.
logistics. Yeah.
That would hurt, dude. You come back and it was like, how old is this kid?
She's 5? How long have I been dead?
Okay.
5 years? Whoa.
like, did you
Wait.
Or, like, was this happening while I was away
Right,
at the,
yeah.
at the
While I was
mission?
while I was in Taiwan or wherever the hell he went.
Yeah.
Also,
Jesus.
Cyan is either, I don't know what is wrong with her. Either she is a demon inside of herself.
Yeah.
Has to be. Is that not the most stoic, like,
She's like-
5-year-old you ever seen in your life?
Like, she breaks once
Yeah.
in the whole movie. And I was sitting there wondering, I was like, is she ever gonna like break? And finally she screamed. I was like, oh, that did it? Not,
That's what put
not
you
the
on
like
the
not
edge.
the unknown burnt man at the party.
Right.
Not the clown who actively like bugged his eyes out and his tongue at you. She just took it.
She didn't
You
do
were at the party.
Good job, sweetie. You did it. Also, why would you keep that doll? That was another thing. Just if a clown gave me a doll, I'm immediately throwing it away.
Especially when that's like the head spinning.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
no, thank you.
By itself, like, oh, thank you, sir, and immediately to the trash.
Could you imagine if he turned into the Violator, like full-blown demon form Violator in front of her, and all she did is,
You were at my birthday party.
Like him saying "doy." It was like,
Yeah.
well,
It's-
yeah, but that's just like a 5-year-old kid.
Hey, take it easy.
You should have been more like, why did you not just scream and freak out right now?
yeah. So why'd you come back? Did my mom not pay you? Like, why are you here right now?
She took it.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Something's
Mom,
not.
you know one of those Polaroids?
From the party.
I was gonna say something's not adding up here, but actually she was like, things are adding up here.
Yeah.
You were at my
Putting it
birthday
all
party.
together. Hey, man, the cartoon, yeah, Steel and Spawn, two very tonally different movies, but even still, like the film, I read a little bit that there was a little bit of discord because there was not their inability to go the route of, rated R, and
Wasn't it a rated R movie?
I don't think so, because there is, and it was a good point, like what I was reading says that there is a lot of violence, but there's not much blood. Like you don't see blood splattering everywhere and whatnot, and if you do, it's green. It's kind of like what I see on like YouTube, for instance. If I see a video of somebody being like, here's all the Mortal Kombat fatalities of the new Mortal Kombat, like typically they'll do those compilation videos, but they'll use a character like all of the fatalities are performed on RoboCop or something, so that way it doesn't have that like human element to it, or they'll do it on a human character like Sonya Blade or Johnny Cage, and they'll just turn the blood like a color that's not real to try to like dampen some of the violence of it. Yeah. But in the cartoon, dude, in the comics, man, because I've never read through the comics, but like the cartoon that I was watching, holy crap, that thing is violent in the themes that it plays into. Like, for instance, there's another character. He's like I think he's like the son, maybe like the illegitimate son of like a senator or something like that. And he drives an ice cream truck, but he's a child predator. And so just the show goes into that of like all of these kids, dude, and it does not really hold back of just how evil and depraved that character is. And it's just incredibly sad. Because at one point in the show, like Cyan gets kidnapped by that character. And so Spawn has to go in and like save her. But it's the themes of Spawn are so incredibly dark. So incredibly dark.
Wow.
Yeah. It's apparently that was what not the darkness of it, but like him kind of being different than the other comic book heroes of the time was what made Michael Jai White like sign on to the movie.
That's cool. I wonder if they would have gone into those like darker themes if they did get a 2 and a 3.
Yeah. Maybe. Or if Snoop Dogg played him, then maybe that was... Gosh, I just can't... like in no universe have I ever looked at Snoop Dogg and said, "You have the presence of a superhero. Like you have the presence of
The
like
man's a
even like an
stick.
yeah, dude.
He's not beefy enough. Like
Not at all.
Like, yeah.
I've never seen Snoop Dogg. Yeah, looked like with an imposing physical presence.
He's going to be in the Stranger Than Heaven video game that's coming out.
Yeah, him and Tupac, right?
And Tupac is in it.
Wait, well, I'm sorry. What is Stranger Than Heaven?
It's a game coming out from the Yuga Gotoku studio. The studio known for making the Yakuza games.
Okay.
It's about a Japanese guy in like the 30s, I think. Like the 30s. I think it's 20s or 30s. And everything's happening in Japan, but for some reason, Snoop Dogg is in it, and Tupac.
How? What? What?
They're like expats
In the 30s.
Yeah. I mean, people were going to Japan in the 30s.
Yeah, that's
I don't
true.
know, like how many black dudes were going over there and just making a full living, but yeah, somehow they got Tupac's estate to
Sign off
for his digital.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was about. I just saw the clip of the door opening and then Tupac walking out.
That's why.
Why not? You know, we're at that stage of video games. I mean, now look at Fortnite, man. Why not?
What has Fortnite done?
What hasn't Fortnite done?
I guess that's true.
They had a Travis Scott concert. They had the Eminem concert. I don't know if it was a concert, but they did like the music video. They've done Family Guy. They've done The Simpsons. They've done Naruto. They've done Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah.
Remember when they put a AI Darth Vader in there?
Yep.
And people were getting to say the N-word?
Yep.
Oh my god.
They've done,
of course,
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think
that was a recent one. Power Rangers.
The
Rock is in there.
Yep.
Fast
and Furious. Did they do Fast and Furious?
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe just Dom.
Bob's Burgers. They did Bob's Burgers. You can have Bob hitting the. I don't know if you can hit the Quan, but it was some dance.
It's basically at this point, if you want to advertise, you just put your stuff in.
Fortnite.
I remember when it was. Anyway.
I remember when you had to pay for it, and it was
exactly
a survival game.
Yep. Base Builder. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. Anywho, back to Spawn.
Back to this guy. Another interesting bit, which it's always something that I ponder about with movies that do this, a lot of like the practical effects, just because while the special effects were definitely like very early phase, it seemed like, and here we go saying that, but I remember the last time we recorded, and I forget what movie we were talking about, but you were like, oh, you talk about this, but then, let's not forget that Terminator 2 came out in 1991, so that it's possible. But the practical effects, I think, were pretty incredible. Like, I kept wondering, how did they get John Leguizamo to look so tiny? Like, what were the tricks of the camera that they were using? I did notice at times that if they did show him full body, that it looked like his legs were very wide out. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if he was just kind of like walking around suit, with and this like suit that makes him look bigger, and just like literally just kind of like walking as if he was trying to do the splits, but then like stopped 2/3 of the way there and just walking around set like that,
waddling.
But apparently they were in so much practical effects that John Leguizamo and John Leguizamo and Michael Jai White never met each other, and they had to be introduced to each other after production wrap because they didn't know what the other looked like.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, just because of like all
the practical effects.
Yeah.
All of their scenes together are.
I thought they were just like
just like constantly.
Like they were just cut. Like they were in 2 different rooms, and I was like, that's crazy. No, but yes, I'm with you now. Yeah, because I was like, we keep saying John Leguizamo, and I'm like, I don't know what this man looks like. I just
you probably have you seen John Wick?
Yeah.
Do you really not know what John Leguizamo looks like in real life?
I mean, maybe if I like see it, I'm like, oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Wow. Damn, holy shit. Yeah, because that is not the Clown Man. I'll tell you that much.
Apparently, originally it was taking them like 8 hours to get his stuff done. And they eventually, over the time of filming, learned how to get it down to just 4 hours.
He gets up at 4 a.m. instead of 2 a.m.
Did you read anything about what they did to cut that in half?
No, I just said that they got better at it or something.
You did. I mean, if you spend 8 hours doing a thing for 3 months, hopefully you can cut it down.
But good grief, dude. To be in that seat in a chair for 8 hours getting all this put on you.
My God, yeah.
And for that, basically, that is what most people work in a normal full-time job shift.
Right, yeah.
And then, your job hasn't, then your job starts.
Yes.
Then you get to go out and film.
Yeah, for however long by the Foo Fighters. Because it's kind of, sorry. Because it's almost like the behind the scenes stuff from the Lord of the Rings, where the hobbits are oh, we got in, we went through 12 CDs while we were just sitting here getting our toes painted. What do you do for 8 hours?
Yeah.
To just
I guess you get really familiar with the makeup artist.
Yeah, or just hey, tell me a story. Can you read to me?
Maybe rehearse some lines.
Yeah, that's true.
But you probably can't even. I feel I wonder how much you would be able to even speak, how much you would be able to enunciate or express your face as they're putting all that stuff on.
Right, if you're getting
I guess
a cone neck.
This part they get done first and quickest.
Okay.
And then everything
all
else.
your blue face paint.
After that, then they got to just layer on and
give you your tough save. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's so much. And then I read that it was very hot, very warm, which makes sense. I mean, that's a lot of.
I was about to say a lot of insulation. Yeah, a lot of foam for sure.
No breathing
at all.
Yeah.
I guess I guess they probably, if they had to redo that nowadays, they'd be thank God we don't gotta. We just CGI it up.
Yeah, just put him in a green little suit.
Mm-hmm.
A green little suit.
Yeah, yeah, the mocap stuff. Yeah.
Tingle from
Legend of Zelda. Oh boy.
Hey.
So how are we feeling about this film? How are we feeling about?
I can start.
Controversy, yeah.
I'll give it a 3. It was definitely so much better than Steel. Out of the two of them, legitimate movie, so that's always good. But it really was just kind of the hell scenes was kind of what really detracted it for me. It was just kind of how just so much was happening on the screen. But there was kind of a few plot holes, kind of everyone kind of coming together, how did the kid know where he was going? And then it was just oh, you think we eat good enough? It's oh, that's my dad, don't kill him. I was why did this happen? So just a couple of maybe gratuitous scenes, not so much gratuitous violence, but just maybe, hey, we could have shaved that off, and then it would have been maybe a little bit more cohesive.
Especially because his dad got thrown around a couple times, just by Spawn, and then the Violator picks him up, shakes his ass, and tosses him.
Maybe dead or alive, we don't know. We just see the kid, and then. But yeah, so I don't know. It was also, I was unsure if it was supposed to be not a mythical city, but just a place in the United States or somewhere, or if it was just we're in Rat Alley or whatever the hell they called it. It's just in a random city. They were just making the world from scratch, I guess, versus oh, we're in New York or Chicago or Atlanta or wherever.
I will say, when watching the cartoon, and again, I don't know how faithful the animated series on HBO was to the source material, but a lot of the show takes place just in that alley.
Really?
They don't. I mean, there are definitely points where they're either going to Wynn's office in the animated series, or they're having flashbacks to, I think, when because of when Spawn was created, their war of Anchor is the Vietnam War, I think, with Al.
Whoa!
The tail end, I think, of the Vietnam War. But yeah, a lot of it just takes place there in the alley.
I mean, I guess in the movie, that's a good chunk of it too. I guess it's either the house, the cathedral roof, or the alley.
Yeah,
is the main.
It's a fun little factoid.
Ooh,
the person who wrote the movie, also wrote large number of episodes for the TV show.
Okay.
Alan McElroy.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
And he wrote some of the comics as well.
Oh.
Along with Todd.
That is very fun.
So I'm going to give this a 2 out of 5.
Okay.
As crazy as it is to say about a movie that like Spawn, I actually ended up kind of being bored of this movie. Mostly because it wasn't doing enough to actually like hook me at any given point in time. The action, I mean, there's a lot of action, but at the same time, a lot of the action was very hard to like follow just because of how it was being filmed, as opposed to like the action itself. The action itself made sense, but when you're doing like, it's like the camera, it was like as soon as the action scene would happen, they were like, cameraman, just do whatever. And you'd be like, sure, man. So you'd be like, cut. Right up on his face like this. Cut. He's back here. And they're like, what? Why?
Yeah.
Like, you can make a cohesive... You have a dude who knows martial arts. He throws one kick in the entire movie.
Yeah.
Like, and I get it. Rubber suit, lots of prosthetics. I get it. But at the same time, like, when you look at, like, the cartoon, or you look at, like, panels from the comic book, there's a much more determined, like, concept of how the fight is going. And here, it was just more just, like... confetti explosion.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of the times that's where this movie liked its visual flair more than any substance that it wanted to give.
Sure.
And it's weird to say that considering that Todd very specifically like issued a bunch of different studios because he wanted like almost 100% creative control over this movie. Apparently he let New Line Cinema buy it for like $1 or something like that in order to get that much creative control. So, I essentially wrote that, like, because of him being in it and who wrote it, that if you're telling me this is what happens when a movie, this is a movie that happens because the comic creator is a heavy part of it, then maybe we are better off not having to do that. Yeah. Just simply because maybe sometimes you can be too close to your source material. And maybe that was what the problem was, because in a comic book, you're allowed to get away with like large amounts of dialogue because it's all static images. Right. And in a cartoon, you're able to do that because it's serialized. So there can be chunks of it happening throughout multiple episodes. But in a movie, when action happens and then you have to have a sit down like exposition fest for like 10-15 minutes and then like a little bit of plot and then action and then another, like there was what's his name, Nicole Williamson, like there were so many times where he was just actually just doing narration that I was like you don't need to explain this movie. Yeah. Like a movie like Spawn explains itself as it's going along because there's not much to Spawn. Yeah. Spawn, like, black, like, X-Forces dude dies, comes back as Hellspawn, fights shit. That's it. That's it. And yet, there just kept needing to be this, and then, and doth was the time in which, then you're like, okay. And so Malabogia has risen to the like, dude, no. I just the fighting. But even when you gave me the fighting, and I think my biggest issue with the fighting was that last fight. That hell fight when like he went down, like they got dragged into hell, and then it was just let me throw you. And you're like, you're giving me a headache almost because you're not focusing. Yeah. And that like really dragged me down. And I was like, because I wanted to really like, I've seen this movie before, and I was like, like young me liked it, but like I wanted to come back into this and be like, we had fucking Steel,
Yeah.
Let's go up
We're
from
trying
there.
to do spot, yeah.
And unfortunately for me, it only just sort of went up.
One step
and
up.
that really that upset. Like I'm upset at myself actually a little bit for not liking it more.
Oh, okay.
But it just kind of got a little boring for me. Also, so Wanda. No issue with Teresa Randall at all. The issue I had was the insistence on placing Wanda, like it's like they wanted Wanda to be like this damsel in distress, and it's like the movie didn't really call for her to have to be, but it's like every male character was going against the script to try to make her the damsel in distress, like the focus, and I'm like, why are you doing that? And then when like the fake kill as a means of like trying to motivate him, and I was like, that's coming so close to a woman in refrigerator moment that it was unnecessary. And so yeah, you played it off, right? You like, oh, we didn't really kill her, but you killed her in effect to motivate him to do action. And it's like you didn't need that. He already was full of anger as is. He was going to do something regardless. So you doing that just said, like, in a sense, kind of like fuck women.
Yeah.
But just that need of her and solely her being like the instigator for action so many times, even when she wasn't even around. It would just be Wanda. I gotta get back to Wanda.
It was a rather frayed thread at the end of the movie, for sure. It was...
And she never responded back to him.
Right. Because it didn't seem like when he was beef jerky man, like, she was like, oh, I don't know who you are. Like, which makes sense, because you died. Like,
yeah.
And then we get to this, like, end part, and they're all just, like, chilling at the house over some eggnog, and she's not once like, oh, so you're Al, you're back?
Like, you're alive? My husband is alive? Or I guess my first husband?
But yeah, that's me.
I give it a 2.5 out of 5 Panharmonicons for me. It is one of those movies where, yeah, like I definitely enjoyed it more as a kid. I think that it was the first movie of its kind that I think I saw as a kid. It was one of those, like, I recognized that it was a superhero film, and at the same time, like the special effects that it relied on, I thought that was like so cool because I wasn't seeing stuff like that. And at the time as a kid, seeing a scene of when he like bursts through the ballroom ceiling and he falls down, like, that's so cool. And how his cape was like this living weapon. And for the time, especially being 1997, all of the creativity they were able to like put up on screen for how he was using his powers, like using the cape to blend into the wall so that like when the police, like the headlight comes over, they don't see him, and he's climbing up the wall like Spider-Man, and the way the chains help to like stop him from falling. I do feel like when you talk about kind of the things that it did that was unnecessary and kind of like some of those plot points, it does kind of feel like in order to offset the money that they were asking for, like more special effects, they had to offset by like cutting the film down to like a very tighter frame. And so it is a movie where, like, dude, when I went to Amazon to like rent it, I was like, it's only an hour and a half. I thought this movie was longer than that. Which makes me then realize, it was like, okay, so this movie's going to move kind of quickly. And I do think that for me, it was a huge step up from Steel, because I feel like it used I'm not saying it used it perfectly, but it used its time better in that it moved at a much better pace, where basically 20 minutes into the film, we've seen that he's been killed and has become a hellspawn, and now we're getting into that point of the story where we're trying to figure out, okay, what happened while he was away. And granted, it wasn't like much to fill in that space, but it was much better to me than waiting like an hour and then finally he puts on the suit and he goes out there and is like, wait a minute, what are you doing? Where am I driving to? I don't know this thing that I've been working weeks on to create the suit and where I'm supposed to park my bike. I'm like,
we got 20 minutes to figure it out.
Like, wow, how would we not know that? But yeah, like the positioning, and that's one of the things with, I think, having also watched, again, to keep harping on this, but with the animated series, is because there were things happening in the story and the way that it was unraveling there that made it make sense as to why he had such a, like, he was very adamant about, I got to get to Wanda, because there were shit happening in the animated series where it's like, yeah, you do, because it's like Jason Wynn was plotting against her, like all of these things were happening in which basically, dude, Jason Wynn is like a piece of shit. Like in the animated series and the comics is like even worse, and everything that he was doing to try to like ruin Terry's like his reputation and whatnot. And plus there was also the part where they never tread into this in the movie, but Cyan was kidnapped and was about to be murdered and essayed by a child predator. And so like knowing that, it's that sense of like that sense of danger, the sense of this is very pressing, I have to get her and like to help and support, makes more sense there. And it almost kind of seems like he tried to carry over that element, but they just did not have time and the space to like allow that to fully realize. But to your point, if you're going to go into it that way, you might just want to rework that aspect of it, and then maybe you get a chance to do that in a sequel, but you don't try to like shoehorn that in when you don't really have the space and the time to like let that breathe. But even still, you know, I appreciate for what they tried to do. I do think again that the John Leguizamo's the Violator kept me like very entertained throughout the movie, just to see how like his goofy nature. I do wish that the suit was a little bit more flexible so that you could see more of Michael Jai White's prowess, to your point, because to have a character like that who can do what Michael Jai White can do, but not be able to like put that up on screen because of how just limiting that suit was, it's unfortunate. But yeah, 2.5 out of 5 Panharmonicons for me.
There you go.
Yeah, I think they could have done a little more with. Maybe it shouldn't have been both when. Maybe when I was about to say Malibor, Malebolgia, and like maybe they shouldn't have all been in the movie. Because it really made you not like, because there was the whole Heat 16 thing, right?
Yeah.
And, like, that would have been a great concept if, like, in the middle of the movie, he was about to kill Wynn, and Wynn had the heart thing in him, and then he had to be stopped because they just found out that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Instead of him knowing, like, well ahead of time, before he even got to Wynn.
Yeah.
And then I thought he was, like, burning a hole in him, and just, like, because the way he, like, Martin Sheen was reacting as if he was like in like serious pain.
Right.
I was like, is he like, is that hole real inside of him? Or like, but then it like came back out and it was like, oh no, he's fine. I think I don't. I don't see anything. But like, also maybe it's just Spawn's power set of anything that kind of makes you go, rein him in a little bit. Like sure, he gets beat up by like a giant reptile dude just like kind of picking him up and just going, right. But maybe just does he have to have all the random powers? Because what is X-ray vision into pull
telekinesis? Yeah.
That's a Meteor Man type shit, man.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
But that was what we thought about Spawn. Let us know what you thought about Spawn in the comments, whether you're on Spotify or YouTube. If you are on either one and you enjoyed today's episode, feel free to pop off. Let us know what you thought about. If you're on YouTube, give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down, depending upon how you felt about us. If you're on Spotify, if you can give us a follow, a YouTube subscription, Spotify, give us a rating of 1 through 5. You only got to do that once. I don't think you could do it again after you've done it.
Oh wow!
But which is kind of crazy because that means what if things change?
Yeah.
You're like, I don't like these guys anymore.
Seal it in.
I'll go back and give them one. I mean, thanks for the memories, but we're gonna bring it down to a 1.
For the memory of the dawn.
I have to cut that out. Yeah.
So that song was produced by.
You see how they treat me?
I come on the microphone and then that's how they say it. Shades of Blank Man.
Oh yeah, that short just came out, didn't it?
Yep.
What?
the short about
Kryptonite.
the kryptonite.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess by the time this episode releases, it's been
Yeah, that's true.
That's okay. We still go over and watch it. Watch all our shorts.
Yeah.
When we putting shorts out there, man?
Yeah.
Be getting shorts. It's short weather.
Salute your shorts.
Camp Anawana, we thank you for watching another episode of Panharmonicon.
Presents
Since
a movie podcast.
Ooh, is that actually like the theme song for Salute Your Shorts? Is that part of it?
The Camp Anawana part, yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Camp Anawana, we hold you in our hearts, and when we think about you,
I can't think too much about that.
It makes me wanna fart.
Oh man.
So I hope you play the part. Get it ready to pay the price.
It's one of those that like it's like from this era that when I think about it, it just makes me feel like extremely old.
Oh.
Like Salute Your Shorts or like Rugrats, Double. What was that one show called? Not Double Jeopardy.
Double Dare?
Double Dare. Yeah. Double Jeopardy is the law.
Mystery of the Hidden Temple?
Yes.
Legends.
Legends.
Yeah. I'm like, how am I so far removed from that time, dude? And it just makes me feel like I'm in this void. Ugh.
And that's your 30s.
Enjoy it, man. Hey.
But yeah, thank you so much for listening.
This has been Damon.
This has been Andrew.
And this is Farron.
Signing off. Thank you.
Catch you next time.
Well, bye.